In the heart of Calabar, where the air hums with stories and the aroma of Ukwobi fills the streets, a tale was brewing that would leave the city's elite breathless. This is the story of Ekanem, a woman as beautiful as the city's famed carnival, and her audacious plan for revenge. Our story begins with an invitation, embossed in gold, sent to every important family in Calabar. It announced a double celebration, the baby shower for Ekanem and Effiong's first child, and whispered on the grapevine, their long-awaited engagement. Effiong, a man whose charm could rival the sweetest palm wine, was seen as the city's golden boy. He was handsome, ambitious, and deeply in love with Ekanem, or so everyone thought. Ekanem, daughter of the late Chief Bassi, was not just beautiful. She was whip-smart, having inherited her father's business acumen. After her father's passing, she had entrusted the family's vast shipping and real estate empire to Effiong, believing his promises to grow their legacy. While she grieved, for 2 years, he was the perfect partner, showering her with affection and presenting glowing reports of their flourishing businesses. The day of the party arrived. The Bassi family estate was transformed into a paradise of white and gold. The scent of lilies and roses mingled with the tantalizing aroma of a Calabar feast. Guests draped in their finest attires marveled at the opulence. Ekanem was a vision in a flowing gown that hinted at a baby bump, her smile radiant, her eyes sparkling with a secret. Effiong stood proudly by her side, his hand possessively on her waist, accepting congratulations with a wide, confident grin. As the evening sun cast a golden glow, the master of ceremonies, a popular Calabar comedian, took the stage. He warmed up the crowd with jokes about marriage and babies, setting the perfect mood. Everyone anticipated the big moment when Effiong would get on one knee. Ekanem then gracefully took the microphone. "Thank you all for coming," she began, her voice steady and clear. "Your presence here means the world to us. Today is a day of new beginnings, a day to celebrate life and truth." She smiled at Effiong, a smile that didn't quite reach her eyes. "Before we proceed, I have a little something I want to share. A journey, if you will." The lights dimmed, and a massive projector screen, previously hidden behind a curtain of flowers, flickered to life. The guests murmured in anticipation, expecting a romantic slideshow of the couple's best moments. But the first image was not of them. It was a bank statement. Ekanem's voice, now devoid of its earlier warmth, echoed through the speakers. "This," she announced, "is the balance of the Bassi family trust account the day I handed its management to Effiong. Notice the figures." Another statement flashed on the screen, dated just a week ago. The balance was a small fraction of the original. Gasps rippled through the crowd. Effiong's smile faltered. He tried to reach for Ekanem's hand, whispering, "My love, what is this?" "It's a misunderstanding." Ekanem pulled her hand away. "There is no misunderstanding, Effiong, only deceit." The slideshow continued, a meticulous chronicle of betrayal. Forged signatures on property deeds, transferring Bassi-owned lands to shell companies registered under his cousin's name. Secret withdrawals, laundered through a series of small, untraceable transactions. The glowing business reports he had given her were pure fiction, designed to cover his tracks while he systematically bled her family's wealth dry. Effiong's face turned pale. He tried to laugh it off. "This is a joke, right? A very elaborate, not so funny joke. Eka, darling, tell them." But Ekanem was just getting started. "You told me the shipping containers were generating record profits," she said, her voice like ice. "But where did the profits go, Effiong?" The screen then showed photos of a lavish villa in Dubai, a fleet of luxury cars, and extravagant trips all paid for with her family's money. Next came the text messages, not from one woman, but several. Sordid, explicit conversations detailing his affairs. One conversation was particularly damning, with a woman he called his real queen, mocking Ekanem's trust and calling her a grieving fool. A woman in the crowd, a well-known socialite, suddenly stood up, her face a mask of fury. "He told me he was breaking up with you," she shouted, pointing a trembling finger at Effiong. Another woman, sitting near the front, began to cry silently. The threads of his lies were unraveling in real time, right in front of the people whose respect he craved. Effiong was cornered. "These are fabricated. She's crazy. She's hormonal," he sputtered, his voice cracking. "She's trying to ruin me." Ekanem looked at him with a mixture of pity and disgust. "Ruin you? You did that all by yourself. You didn't just steal my money, Effiong. You tried to steal my mind. You gaslit me, made me question my own sanity when I noticed discrepancies. You told me grief was making me paranoid. You isolated me from my own family, telling them I needed space when all you needed was to keep your secrets. Then came the master stroke. A new figure walked onto the stage. It was Mr. Udom, her father's most loyal and oldest accountant, a man Effiong had fired 2 years ago, claiming he was too old-fashioned. Mr. Udom addressed the stunned crowd. When Effiong fired me, I suspected foul play. Chief Bassi was my friend. I couldn't let it go. For the past 2 years, with Miss Ekanem's quiet blessing, I have been conducting a private audit. Every document you see here is verified. We have the original land deeds and bank records. The authorities have already been alerted. Effiong lunged towards the stage, but 2 imposing security guards intercepted him. He looked like a trapped animal, his expensive suit now seeming like a costume on a fraud. His parents, who had been beaming with pride just moments earlier, were now trying to shrink into their chairs, their faces etched with shame. Ekanem then placed a hand on her stomach, her voice softening. And now, for the baby. The crowd held its breath. She slowly unbuttoned a part of her gown and pulled away the prosthetic baby bump, revealing her flat stomach. A collective gasp swept through the garden. There was no baby. "This is my baby," Ekanem declared, her voice ringing with newfound power. She held up a single, thick document. "This is the official registration of my new foundation, the Bassi Legacy Foundation, dedicated to empowering young women in Calabar to be financially independent, so they never have to suffer a man like this. Every single kobo that was stolen has been legally tracked. And through the power of attorney my father left me a document you never knew existed. I have already initiated the process to freeze and reclaim every asset you bought with my money." She looked directly at Effiong, who was now being escorted out, his protests drowned by the shocked whispers of the guests. The baby shower was for the birth of a new Ekanem, one who is free, who is whole, and who has taken back everything you tried to destroy. You thought you were at your engagement party, but you were really attending your own downfall. Consider this my gift to you." The crowd was silent for a moment, and then a single person started to clap. Soon, the entire garden erupted in applause. The women in particular looked at Ekanem with awe and admiration. She had not only exposed a villain, but had turned her pain into a powerful purpose. In one single, perfectly planned evening, Ekanem Bassi cleared her family's name, reclaimed her fortune, and became a legend in Calabar, a symbol of strength, intelligence, and the beautiful, intricate art of revenge. She didn't need a prince to save her. She had saved herself. And that was a story Calabar would tell for generations to come. Thank you so much for watching. What a story, right? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more incredible tales. See you in the next one.